everyone to the VEDA Challenge 2021 Award Show, the first award show produced by MartaGwyn Productions in celebration of VEDA, the completion of VEDA. I did it, y'all. I did 30 videos, one a day, for a whole month, back to back to back. And tonight we are going to see how those did. And before I announce how each of the videos placed, I am delighted to be able to introduce you to someone who is near and dear to me. That's right, tonight we're joined by Cassandra, my one-time roommate and always forever friend, who is going to chop it up with me about what this experience was like. And of course, you all know me by now. I am MartaGwyn, your bringer of free delight and entertainment on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Well, okay. First of all, I don't think you crazy. So that's first. That's first. So no, I don't think that you were crazy for doing this. I think this is good to, like I was saying, to create certain habits. So even though it's not like, oh, you would be uploading a video every single day, but it's sort of like to get an idea of, how long should I make this? How short should I make this? What should I talk about? Stuff like, I think it's a good idea. Because when you first started posting on Instagram, I was like, what the heck is VEDA?
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard of it before, so I like it.
Well, I can tell you, when I first heard about VEDA, it was because of Glamazini. Because she did it, but I don't know if she did it in April or August. I want to say she did it in April because I think it was the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh God, I could never do that. When I saw it, that was the first reaction I had. I was like, all the work it takes to edit these videos, because I'll be editing some videos. And I was like, I can't imagine, like, how would I have the time to do that and the rest of my life? But I also, in trying to build a social media following, which was a big motivating factor for this, I was like, they keep saying, you gotta have content over and over again. And, I follow Kev on Stage and his whole crew. And whatnot, and he's same thing. You just gotta keep creating the content, just keep it going and keep the creativity flowing. Yeah. And I said, well, either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it, but you're not gonna halfway do it. That's for doggone sure. And so I said, well, fine, jump in and do it, but have some plan. So I cracked myself up because I was like, okay, because I plan.
Yes, I know.
And so I said, I got a spreadsheet. It's the only time a spreadsheet is useful to me, when I'm counting my money and when I'm making a plan. Otherwise, like decorative and ornate stuff, you got to go talk to some of my other sisters about that. But when I'm making a plan, I'm like, okay, get these rows together, these columns. And I said,
girl, I feel you.
I said, here's some topics, here's some stuff. Here's some things I might want to rework that I've done already or expand on. I said, okay, I feel better about this. I'm not just going to be swinging from the hip every day. Try to come up with something. Ask me how much of that plan I use.
How much? If you say 0, okay, all of it?
I use none of that plan. Every day of VEDA, I got inspired by something. I had a plan. I had down day 1, day 2, day 3. I was like, and I left some room in there because I said, leave some room for creativity, in case.
Right.
I had room in there, but I had 2 solid weeks of programming planned. And every morning I would wake up, I had to, I want to do this today. Or something would arrive in the mail, like, it's a vlog day. I want to show the stuff, the unboxing or whatever. And I was like, I get halfway through. I said, I ain't done nothing these days.
You stupid.
I'm okay with it because I realized that part of it was about me just not feeling anxious. So I had that as a backup plan. I like to be prepared.
Yeah.
But because I was prepared, I didn't have the stress. And then these crazy ideas were just popping up in my head because I am crazy. I know I am. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with my crazy. And so I came up with these things that I was just like, hey, that would be neat. Can I figure out how to do that? And that brings me to how I came up with some things. I was like, how in the world did I go from that to that?
Yeah.
What did you learn about me, since you've known me since we were essentially adolescence. Um, what did this process, some of the videos that you saw, and I know you probably see all of them, but what did you learn about me, if anything new?
I don't feel like I learned anything new. What I liked was seeing your authenticity. I would watch some of them while I'm walking the dog and everything like that. And I'd be watching some of the videos and everything. And sometimes it would just be a laugh that you did. And I'd just be like, yes. It's hard to explain because I'm getting to that point where I'm happy to see my friends doing what they want to do and really stepping out and taking those risks. And part of that is just living authentically. Like, girl, okay, first of all, your excitement over the Picard teasers, that I was like, yeah, that's me.
Live long and prosper.
And then also I loved the variety that you presented, the different music, because I was just like, this is all her, all of it, different parts. And like how you were talking about, you don't like to be put in a box.
Yeah, no.
I was just like, exactly, because I feel that way in so many ways. So I just liked seeing you, because most of the time in the past, when it came to presenting ourselves in front of an audience, we had to be prepared. We had to, have a script, say this, do this, don't do that. And it was like, I'm chilling with Marta. This is our time.
That makes me happy, because that's what one of the lessons I'm taking out of this, that the only person who was getting in the way of me presenting my authentic self was me.
Okay.
Because no one ever told me, Marta, you can't be your whole self. But I think I just assumed I'm in this role. People are looking at me a certain way. Or if I go and say that, or dear God, if I go ahead and cuss and say fuck, shit, whatever, I'm going to get called in by my boss, and we're going to have a conversation, because it's just the perception of these things. It's so funny. I was talking to Patrick not too long ago, and he said, Mike, I didn't know that you cussed until we really started hanging out. I was like, God damn it, yes! That, because when would you have seen? I mean, I'm not going to be up on Facebook, my mom and my daddy and all my kindred.
Right.
On there, they be calling me like, baby, you all right? Do we need to ride? That would concern them.
Right.
I'm comfortable around my people, and I do have people. That's the other thing that's been fun about this. Like, because I've been in some of the places that I've been in, working in fundraising, working in state level administration and higher ed administration and whatnot, I've always felt a bit isolated, because I was usually the only brown thing there.
Right.
Or I'm the only really outspoken, or very few outspoken women in the room. Right. And so it's like there's a tightness that I felt in there, because if I come in there and I'm too passionate about something, I'm going to get written off as being an emotional female, and I'm not going to get the job done. Or if I come in there and I'm too black, they're going to say, well, you're just trying to disrupt the way things are. You're speaking from a minority opinion, and I can't get the work done. And for me, I have to feel like I got a shot at getting the work done, because I'm a doer,
Yes, yeah.
And I don't want this to get in the way of me getting done. And that's such a wrong way of thinking. This is me. So you deal with it.
Exactly. I feel you. Girl, I feel you.
It's an awakening. So I didn't know that I was going to have some of those lessons come to me as a result of this. I was just trying to see, did I have the discipline to create this much content in a compacted amount of time?
Yeah.
And the short answer is yes. I was like, what else can I do in 30 days? I'm like, There's a new challenge that's going to get announced tomorrow.
Okay.
Which was your favorite video? Can you pick one?
Okay, favorite. Give me just a second. Let me think. I did write down some of the ones that I watched and the ones that I liked the most.
You know, while you think about it, I want to insert here the fact that one of the reasons why we're chopping this up like this is because you are a sometime actress. You are sometimes you writing, but the role that I really absolutely adore you for is the superhero role you take on educating America's children. So she's awesome. And she consumes a whole lot of media and whatnot. So she knows what she's talking about, y'all.
I have to say, I think the two that I liked, three that I liked. I like even though I really didn't know the Funko Pop ones that you had, the fanfic that you did, the Star Trek one, and the one that you did about Marvel. And the reason why I like those, because again, the whole not being in a box thing. You know, most time when people think sci-fi, people think Trekkie, they don't see you. No. And I'm like, oh, we out there. And I used to be a big sci-fi person. Now I feel like I'm going into horror. Like horror is like my thing. And I love it. Even if it's stupid, I'm just like, ooh. But, you know, I like those because there's somebody else out there that's like, nobody likes sci-fi the way I do. And it's like a little Black girl, a little brown girl or something. And it's like, nobody likes sci-fi the way that I do. And, you know, they'll see you and they'll be like, oh, somebody likes sci-fi the way somebody's a Trekkie the way that I am. And, you know, that's what I really like to see, because to me, it's it's like people have said, it's a revolutionary act just to be you and to be you authentically.
Let your accent fly free.
Authentically. Yes. So yeah, I think those were my favorite because I loved seeing you. Well, the fanfic, it was different because I was really trying to figure it out because I was just like, okay, I feel like I'm lost. But to see you giddy about the shows, I've been like that before. I have been like that before, and I've just been like, oh my God. Oh. And then what's so sad, I don't have nobody to share it with. I'll be all excited and giddy, and I don't have nobody to be like, oh, y'all, did you see? Do you know? And I'm just like, everybody around me does not even know. Even Charlene, she was just like, I never knew you were such a big Harry Potter fan. I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so to see other
one,
you still be don't make me go get mine now.
Girl, we be over here, we be what? When God is Leviosa. Do you understand that? I need them to make Universal safe again because we need to go back. Because I need to go back to the
We do, and I have been thinking about it. Yeah, we do. But yeah, those were some of my favorite because those are the things that opens the door and lets people get to know you and see you and not just keep you in a particular box. So that's why I like those the most, just to hear you talk about them, you know.
I love it. You got it. I got to give a little bit of credit for some of that though. Part of the credit I'm going to give to you because you stepping outside of the box and out of your comfort zone and doing some things inspires me. So just know that. Honestly, and because you always down for this cause, you know, as long as they don't get in the way of money, you know.
I know, right?
Freaking Antarctica to go run a marathon, woman.
Oh, Chad, yeah.
Yes, you are one of my sheroes. And I mean, people think about Black, and that's a whole bunch of Black folks who went to Antarctica to go run a marathon.
Yes.
Black Ice. Black Ice.
Yes, Black Ice Project. That was
Project.
it.
Yeah,
That was it.
they're awesome. So like I love that. I love defying the stereotypes and types of stereos. And then I want to also give some acknowledgement to some people who I've come into knowing recently, like Jessica Clemens, who is working with New Rock Stars. The YouTube and social media have allowed us a bridge so that we can find each other, the blurs, the black nerds.
Right.
And that has been very affirming. Now, many of these people are younger than me, and I just think, wow, if we Gen X Zennials had this technology in our hands and accessible at that time,
Child.
there might, well, probably be out in outer space by now. I mean,
I know, right?
We'd be like, later, y'all, you want to tear up this planet? We gonna go terraform somewhere else and do it right.
Right.
But that's ridiculous. But it gives me such joy to see more of these Black folks stepping into this space, because fantasy and sci-fi and all of literature is for all of us. It's not for a particular segment. And for those who have their, boxers in a bunch right now, because they're like, oh, well, no, that's not right. That's not canon. Shut up. Yeah, it is. We read this stuff as much as you did, if not more.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, there, I made my declarative statement. We here. We up in here. And then I think the other one I want to credit is Beyonce. Because something happened to me when I saw her do Lemonade. A switch flipped. And I wasn't ready to step all the way into it, but she embraced so many different genres, so much of her heritage and things that she had been exposed to that might not be her direct lineage and whatnot. And she found a way to draw attention to it and share it with a broad audience. And I said, now this woman younger than me, not by much, but she's a little bit younger than me. I don't have nearly the discipline that she had and what she was doing with the body work and all that. Look, listen, I am not Beyonce, all right? I'm saying. But what she taught a lot of us who have creative tendencies, I think, or was offering as a lesson, is that find your way to tell the story you want to tell. And don't apologize. Don't let there be excuses. Don't let people get in the way of you doing what it is that you know is in your soul, in your calling to do.
Right.
Do you by any means necessary. That's what I got out of Lemonade. When she busted out with that Spit on the Country song, I said, she gets it. She gets it. I mean, and my favorite one was Don't Hurt Yourself. Because I love rock too. I love the grungy rock stuff. Yes, I said it. I like it. And I will headbang with the best of them. I was raised around a lot of it. I grew up in the middle of a cornfield. Not the South.
Yes.
So of course I was exposed to it. I heard a lot of that more than I heard Luther Vandross because my daddy was playing it. So
yeah.
This is a part of who I am, and I'm excited about like what can I do where I can show that part of myself as well. I got ideas. I've got ideas that are coming.
I can't wait to see them. I cannot wait to see them.
There are some upcoming photo shoots that are gonna happen. Just know some stuff. We're gonna deal with some body positivity things I gotta work through. And
I feel you. Do it, girl.
It's gonna be so much fun. Let's see what else. Was there something that happened in one of the videos, and you kind of talked about it a little bit, but was there something you saw in one of the videos that reminded you of something that you relate to or that might have occurred in your life?
Shoot, well, shit, that's the damn question that stumped me when I was looking at it. What did I say? You were like, I kind of like, shit.
Basically, was there something you saw that you were like, so you were talking about from the sci-fi perspective. Let me ask specifically, like, Let It Go is one of my favorite ones. I should tell a little bit of why it's one of my favorite ones.
Go ahead.
First of all, that tune is catchy as hell. You hear that little whistling, and the irony of it is that so sometimes I have to use humor to cut my fuse off before I'm going to get ready to get mad. And what had happened was, you know, I have an agreement with my husband. He doesn't like dealing with sticky things, and so I'll wash and scrub whatever it is because it's got to get done. It's got to get done. But right. all I ask is that he be the primary on taking clean dishes out of the dishwasher and put them up.
Okay.
And we have this weird compromise because I think when he grew up, the practice was stack things on the counter and just keep stacking and spread them across the counter until you have time to get to them. And that drives me crazy. That's like laying out a smorgasbord for roaches and pestilence and whatnot.
Right.
Two places for dirty dishes, the dishwasher or the sink.
Right.
Because I can't work. I need my counter space.
Yeah.
So I walk into the kitchen and the dishwasher is full of clean dishes early one morning. And I'm getting ready to make his lunch and everything. I do that, you know, my wife thing. And then I look around the kitchen and I felt it coming and I was like, oh, wait, no, that's the snap. That was the snap. The snap was the one I'm talking about right now. The snap, I watched it and I just felt it. I was like, I gotta laugh about this. Let me go grab my camera. So I grabbed it and I had to, you know, because I was working through my emotions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab. Ooh, I tickled myself. I said, I'm gonna grab this infinity gauntlet. I'm gonna make a joke about this, and then I'm gonna clean this kitchen because he works hard, and I love him, and I appreciate him for that. And so that's not something I'm finna go ahead and knock down, drag out, fight about.
Yeah.
I was like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then I figured out how to do the snap. And then I just started laughing.
You silly.
the backstory behind it, because I was just like, okay, I can't be mad, but I gotta find a way to laugh about it. But the let it go made me laugh because that's another thing. I hate that last little swig, that last little swallow in there that just sits there, sometimes for months.
Oh my God. He does that? That me crazy.
Sometimes. and I just wait. I just want to see how long is it gonna go on, you know, if he like one sheet, one little deli slice of turkey. The last hot dog in the pack.
Yeah.
It becomes a science experiment in the fridge. And I was like, finish it, you know? And then I think about there'll be like empty toilet rolls. They'll have like half a sheet, one sheet, a little strip like what you saw on the thing, and they just start piling trash cans right there. I'm like, why? Just let it go. Just let it go. So that was what was behind that one. So I was like, yeah, I gotta find a way to laugh about it. So that was I got warm in here.
You silly.
but laughter is one of the ways I work to diffuse myself because I am a high type A personality. I'm not patient. I work at patience. I practice patience. I like getting stuff done.
Girl, me either. You know, me either. I am not patient.
And I'm married to the prototype for a type B. It's the prototype.
You'll be like, we'll get there.
Months later.
Right. You silly.
But
I know you feeling.
He really is. Let me see. What else can I ask about? I know you do this already, but would you recommend the MartaGwyn YouTube channel to a friend, and why? Explain that.
Girl, now first of all, you know I would recommend your channel. You know I would. If not, one of the main reasons, and not necessarily because of the VEDA challenge. This is something that you do that I like. Because for me, I know we both like to travel. Girl, you got the wanderlust in you deep. If I got it like that too, But my ass be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I got some money. But you be like, oh, I found this deal, I'm out.
I got 200.
Right, right. Right. So when you did the whole, and I didn't see all of the videos that you did of visiting the rest of the states, and you took Amtrak.
Oh, that was the Go Marta Go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you did that, to me, I like that, because when you see a lot of the Black travelers out there, and this is good because they're like, oh, I went to this country, I went to this country, I went to this country. All well and good. There's a lot of stuff in the US that we don't just give ourselves permission to go and see, myself included. Because, you know, we didn't have these conversations, and I'd be like, Marta, I ain't going there. And I watched some of your videos and I was just like, I should go there, you know? And I was like, I should do that. I've wanted to do more train travel. I don't, because I'm so impatient. I'm like, I want to get there. So it's like seeing that, I really like that. And I like that you did that. Because again, most of the travelers are like, we went to this country and we did this and we did this, but we don't even look sometimes in our own backyard and be like, hey, I went over here. Do you know the history of this? Do you know about this? And you know, all that stuff that went on and all. So that I would, for that alone, I just be like, you need to watch Marta's channel. Yeah.
Oh, and I got some fun
stuff.
Yeah. I got some real.
And showing our sass too, because I enjoyed showing our sass.
Oh yeah,
I really did. I enjoyed showing our sass, and it's so funny because I have caught myself on random times, and I'll just be like, I bust out random times doing that.
It's gonna be interesting to see what music I set to season 2, because one of the things, that's a song called Sweet, I think it is, and that was when I'm grateful for the experience. Let me start it with that, because it's a really cool, catchy song, and it really embodied what it was I was doing last year when we got told to go on lockdown. But I'm a Mac user, and so I have iMovie, and that's how I do most of my editing. In fact, most of the work that I have done on the channel was shot and edited on my phone, on my iPhone.
Okay.
And Apple has a negotiated user license agreement where we're supposed to be able to use all that music, and we shouldn't get copyright strikes on YouTube. That song gets me struck every single time because YouTube doesn't recognize the license on it. So you can't monetize that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have to change the song, which breaks my heart. Or I got to go find a person and say, hey, yo, just let me, I got to break you off so I can go ahead and use this. So it actually, I'm grateful for the experience though, because it pushed me to step up my professionalism. And I went ahead and I got an account with Epidemic Sound. And that's a music and sound effects service that a lot of content creators use right now. There are other ones, but a lot of them use it. And that has been really, really fun. That's really infused a lot of the creativity in the work that I've been doing, because I can set the appropriate kinds of sounds to what it is I want people to feel and experience as they're going. And so that was a big value add for me. But that music is a huge motivator and mood adjuster for me. In what I do. Yeah. That's fun. Which video do you feel that you were able to watch during VEDA was the most powerful to you, message-wise?
Well, I think because I referenced it so much, you just talked about yourself. It was actually, I think it was day 2. I think that's what it was. And because then you name it something like Getting to Know.
Yes, that was one of the YouTube lives that I did.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, yeah, I know you, but it's again, it's like getting to watch not only myself, but the people around me show themselves. I cannot express how much I love to see it. I mean, I really love to see it. And I love to see you doing what you do. So when you talked about yourself, where you're from, how your accent will come out from time to time, depending on who you're around and things like that. I like things like that because I always find that I learn something new. And it's one of those things, like even when I watch other people that I follow, where now it's not like you're just a face on a screen, but I know you. So I really, really like that. I really liked you just opening up, talking about yourself, talking about your work and what you do. That was one of the ones that I really enjoyed the most. And again, with the ones when you talk, and I like that you said you came up with a plan and then you just got inspired from day to day, because there would be times when I would just have my phone down or I would be away from my phone and it would be playing. And then you would say something or you would do something and you would laugh and I'd be like, yeah, girl, I know. And it's stuff like that I just like, that it just catches me. It's endearing to me. So yeah, day 2 I liked the most.
That's nice.
But I didn't watch Snap or Let It Go. And now that you and talked about it, I'm going to watch.
I'm glad. I win again. Love it. It's kind of funny because I did a kind of spur of the moment almost. I had a different plan for ending VEDA than this originally. Uh-huh. And then I got sick this week and I was like, oh, I got to make an adjustment. That happens sometimes. Yeah. I just wasn't feeling up to doing what it was that I said. I parking locked it. Yeah, there you go. Because it is something I think I want to do. I know I want to do it later. But I said, okay, what can I do? So I literally came up with the award show promo last night. I think I started working on it at 8 p.m. And I was working on it from 8 until 12:30 when the upload finally went ahead and took. I was like, of all the nights for you not to go ahead and load quickly, this night you're going to do this to me? And I was like, I was done on time. I was done editing my video before midnight Central Standard Time. And the uploader would not let me go ahead and get it up there on time. But I thought about it. It was so perfect. I was like, I've never seen anybody, I'm not saying they haven't, but I've never seen anybody throw their own virtual award ceremony to signify the ending of their VEDA challenge. So I hope that I am the first. And I'm gonna stay the same until somebody refutes me and show me your receipts. This is a real one-woman show.
You silly.
So today I left a voting option open, and I actually had people who participated. So they jumped onto the People's Choice video, and they submitted what they felt were their favorites. Mm-hmm. And I have a 3-way tie on that vote. So I had to go down to also including a number of views on the videos of the top 3. And I was actually tabulating it just before we started, so I'm gonna have to finish tabulating, but I think I know what the winning one is. And as a little motivator, I put a little incentive in there and I said, for everyone who votes, I'm throwing you in a raffle and there's going to be a prize.
Okay.
So that one I'm going to announce actually as soon as this gets done and uploaded. And so I am on deadline night. I am a doer. You know this.
Girl, yes, you are.
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped about it. So this is going to be fun. We're all going to find out together tonight. And it's going to go up. It will be up. It will be up. I don't know how. It's going to be up. We're just going to claim it. We're going to name it and claim it. It's going to be up by 11:30. This show that we're doing right now is going to be up at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
And at the end of this conversation is when I'm going to make the announcement about what was the winner of the raffle and the videos. So I'll have all the honorable mentions, and then I'll have the top 3, first, second, and third.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to rest. Well, I'm going to get my COVID shot, second shot tomorrow. I'm going to do a little work, and then I'm going to lay down. I'm going to rest.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But I like that, girl. Celebrate yourself. Shit.
It really is. And I think one of the surprising things for me is that I never thought I was withholding myself from the people around me. I did not have that perception that that's how it was going, but I realize now, yeah, I was very private. I didn't share a lot of the inner workings of me, and that's something that I'm also thinking about as a baby filmmaker now. What was behind that? And I think part of it was concern about perception. Is this going to get in the way of me being taken seriously in the workplace? Is it going to cut off opportunities? Is this going to hurt my race? All those crazy things that no child should ever have to really think about.
Right.
But okay, so that was then, and this is now, and you're a full-grown adult, and you make good decisions. So find the ways that make sense for you to inform people of who you are, like the fact that yes, I do cuss, not like a sailor, unless you really piss me off. What you're not gonna do is disrespect me. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Amen.
Don't let the smile fool you. I'm not a pushover. I don't think anybody could ever think that. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's just the process of the discovery has been a real journey for me. I doubt you're going to have one for this, but I'm just going to ask anyway. Was there anything that you saw that made you angry, upset you, or concerned you?
No.
All right, that's a good self-check. No. And I think we already kind of talked about what it is. Like the purpose I felt in this was I'm trying to introduce myself to people and this vision that I have going forward. I take a lot of inspiration from Issa Rae. And
oh my God, yes.
The work that she did. I mean, when we first saw Awkward Black Girl on YouTube,
I felt like she was me. I was her.
She shook up the world.
Yes.
And I look at that and like I'm not trying to put her on a pedestal or anything like that. She can build her own and climb on it if she wants to. I mean, God knows she's got enough money for it now. But it was just not accepting no. And I'm all about that. I've always been about that. I don't accept no. I love her.
You don't.
I mean, she's my tribe. I mean, I've never met this woman. I may never. I don't know. We might. It's fine. Whatever. But she doesn't take no. Kev on Stage doesn't take no. Ava DuVernay doesn't take no.
He sure does not. I'm proud of Kev on Stage. Like he my son. But I am so proud of him. And I felt him when they were doing what was that he did? He was nominated for something.
The NAACP Image Awards.
The Image Awards. And so people were having their own celebration. And what he did, when he got up there and cried, I didn't even watch everything he said. I skipped through it, but I was like, dude, I feel you. Oh, I feel you. I was so proud of him.
I was up in there. I was watching. And I mean, I remember that. I remember watching Tyler Perry before he was Tyler Perry. And the process, we are a people who, at our core,
yes. Shh. Okay.
I gotta give you back to her. At our core, we are people who, when we're at our best, we just don't accept no. We don't. We figure out how to go ahead and make it happen. And I'm encouraged by seeing my cohort. Because all of us are in this space right now. We're creating, we're opening opportunities. And one of the things that makes me happiest about it is that we did take the lesson of our forefathers that you don't just do it for yourself. You reach back and you help another one or two or 10 or 20 or whatever you got to do. So Issa's doing it now. I'm on her Patreon because she's giving extra advice to creators who are trying to figure out what they're doing. And it is rich. It is rich what's going on in there. I'm a patron of Kev on Stage Studios. I got the app.
Sorry. I didn't silence my phone.
But like, I'm just a fan of these people, and I put my money where my mouth is. I don't have all the money in the world. Lord knows.
Yeah.
These are investments.
Definitely.
But it's important. I believe you got to pay for it. And eventually I'm going to have my Patreon, and I'm going to need people to go ahead and sew into that.
Yes.
But no, I appreciate you. That's pretty much what I want to take care of today. What you got for me?
I wanted to say that, you up here talking about I inspire you, girl, bye. You inspire me. You really, really do, Marta. I am so proud of you. I am so terribly proud of you. You just don't know. Every time we talk, every time we Marco Polo, and we talk about the things that we do, when you talk about the things that you do, I see you light up. And it's always funny to see how things start, how the wheels start spinning in your head, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. And I'll just be like, dang. And you've always been like that. You were like that at Tulu. You have always been like that. And you don't accept no. And I love seeing that in you. And I love seeing you breaking out of corporate, breaking away, being your own boss, consultant, doing your own thing. And every time you get an idea, you just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Even if it's small, from cooking. I remember when you would talk about when you blogged. I think this was on Yahoo. We were done with college. I was in my 20s, and you talked about cooking and certain different things that you experimented with. Then you would step out, and now you step out, even whether it's small or it's big. You just always step out and you're like, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this. And that inspires me more than you know. That's why when you were like, do you want to write with me? I was like, I actually do. I was like, I do, because that's the kind of thing that I want to do. But that's what I mean when I say I get very one track. I will get into the classroom and I'll just be like, bye, everybody. There are so many things where people have been like, you want to do this? Yeah. And then it comes around to doing it, and I'll be like, So I started teaching, and I forgot, because my mind will just be on what can I do for my students, for the class, and my mind just stays there. So I love to see you and watch you, and it inspires me, because it inspires me for the things that I want to do about education and the things that I just want to do that's not about education. So, girl, you doing it, and I love watching it, and I love seeing it. So
well, I'm excited, and thank you for doing this with me. This has been fun, and we always have fun.
It has, and it's been a minute since we talked live, so
Yeah. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's see the honorable mentions for the VEDA Challenge 2021. First off, we have Day 1, A Day in the Life. Second honorable mention, Secret Trailer Leaked, Day 11. And next we have Day 13, The Snap. Next up, Day 15, The Not So 5-Minute Juice. now our final three. In third place, we have Day 12, Let It Go. Coming in second place, we have Day 28, A Filmmaker is Born.
"2020 was not at all the year we expected it to be."
And the first place winner for this year's competition is Day 4, The Secret Adventures of Fury and Yanu. And finally, the winner of the raffle is Patrick Ladonis. Thank you all so very much for coming along this journey with me. I appreciate every one of you who took the time to view and like and share and comment, and I hope that you will all continue with me.